This book, you published it yourself, and it's the top-selling, all-time, independently published book at a Romans bookstore. So that's really nice.
First line of the whole book, it's one thing to believe in something when you don't need it to be true. It's another when everything's riding on it. There was so much I believed before I got sick that I still believe now, but now it has meaning. You know, how real is it? Does restoration really exist? Forgiveness, I had to forgive people, people had to forgive me. There's a lot of symbolism in the book. So, more symbolism than anybody will really find. I just enjoyed it so much. The Acorn Diner is a pivotal spot. It really represents the kingdom of God. It's between the city, which is further, down below, and the church, which is further up in the hill. That intersection of the sacred and the secular, that was very important to me, because that's where life happens.
Reading from a scene that shortly follows, right?
Yeah. One of the metaphors, the main metaphor in the book, are the falls. It's a metaphor for belief. Do the falls really exist, or are they just this bubbling brook? They're hard to find, and the part I'm going to read now is where Clay finally stumbles upon the falls. Standing on a rock, he could see his shadow on the opposite bank of the river, the roar of the water plunging over the cliff, the outflow emptying into the river, cascading over the falls. Everything he was carrying was being swept away. He didn't know which had been more frightening, God or life. When he was underneath, he was alone, and it was scary, and for a few moments, unbearable. But then he emerged, and he was all right, and somehow changed. The transformation that had eluded him, like all observers who just stand on the banks, was finally there. Knowing who you are not, Clay realized, was always the beginning of change. But until you hear your true name, you will wander, and perhaps all should for a time.